Hey everybody, it's Andy Cloudy Milder. I am going to show you my top 10 rock and metal album art covers that aren't Iron Maiden. So, quick explanation as to why not Iron Maiden. So, Iron Maiden covers, everybody knows, are fantastic. I would struggle to come up with my favourite 10 of those, let alone give show my appreciation for other album artists out there. So maybe I'll do a top 10 Iron Maiden covers at one point. Lots of people have, and I find it very enjoyable, so I'll put my spin on it one day. But I kind of wanted to show off some of the other rock and metal albums in my collection, and ones that when I look at the album artwork I just think, yes, that does it for me, absolutely. These are by no means my favourite albums musically at all, although I like them all, they're in my collection. And also another kind of, not so much a constraint I've put on myself, but there are some fantastic artists out there that do amazing pictures that are used on album covers. People like Rodney Matthews, for instance. You won't see any Rodney Matthews in this list, but I don't think there's a Rodney Matthews album cover I've seen out there that I've not liked. Also, on the more modern side, someone like Alarin Cantor, he's done all the Havoc, Testament. He's done a lot of sort of dark heavy metal album covers. Again, superb artist. I love it. He did the Halloween cover as well of their recent album. But again, they're more sort of pieces of artwork that have been used on album covers. Now, I kind of wanted to go for ones that were more, I guess, conceptual. That rather than it being an overall piece of art, it being, there may be a character or something depicted on it, or a situation that that just just I just really like when I see it, and really appreciate it for what it is. Although having said that, there may be one or two in here that break those rules, so whatever. First up, I am going to show, this is a honorary mention, a bit of a bonus one, because it's a compilation, so it's not an album cover by a band, but look at that. That is superb. I mean, I don't know what this guy was on when he thought of the concept for this and drew it, but well done, sir. So this was done by a guy called Melvin, and it's Metal Concussion. It came out in 1985. Very eclectic mix of bands, and they're not all songs from 85. When you're looking at Gary Moore and Black Sabbath and Judas Priest, I think those songs are from the very early 80s or the 70s. It's got War Pigs on it, for goodness sake. That's 1971. All the way up to, what's the newest one on here? It's probably something like Metallica, Trapped Under Ice. So a very strange mix, but that album artwork is superb on its own. So let's get to these albums. At number 10, this looks like a fairly simple concept, doesn't it? But I just absolutely love that imagery. The warrior holding his sword up to the sky, catching the bolt of lightning. Frank Marino's Juggernaut from 1982. Home taping is killing music, kids. Please, please stop. So this illustration was by a guy called Joseph Malik. It's fairly simple, but that strikes a note with me. I do like those sort of covers. Next up, picture Eternal Dark. When was this from? I can't remember where this from. It's not got it on the back. This is their fourth studio album. I do know that, but again, it's got a black background. Maybe there's something about black backgrounds I like. But the skull with the eye, along with the typeface of the band name, it's great artwork. I absolutely love that. This was by a guy called Tom Friesen. There will be many a butchered name, I promise you, on this video, as you probably come to expect. Number 8. I think this is the only one that's actually got a photo of a member of the band on the cover that I've picked today. Samson Head On from 1980. That is a thunderstick on the front, Samson's drummer. Just, I mean, it's a frightening, fearsome image with the executioner's axe and the the face mask on him, full head mask. But yes, that's an album cover absolutely adore. A poster that probably adorned every teenage metalhead in the 1980s, including this one that you're watching right now. Triumph and Agony by Warlock. I mean, what can I say? If you're my age, and you will know the significance of this cover, and the album is actually superb as well. So this illustration was done by a guy called Jeffrey Gillespie. So that was number 7. Number 6. I've always loved this cover. It's freaky as hell, but this is Blue Oyster Cult, Cultosaurus Erectus, from 1980. Cover painting by Richard Clifton Day. Absolutely love it. Great album as well. My favourite Blue Oyster Cult album. That it's the one that I got introduced to them with in the 80s, and it's stuck with me since. The album that actually triggered this video, because I've been holding out for an OG of Thundersteel for such a long time. Never really found one in a decent enough condition and price that I wanted to pay. It's a superb album as well, but I came across a fairly reasonably priced copy of the 30th anniversary edition and grabbed it. But that is a completely iconic cover. Okay, this is a full album art version, but just the kind of Silver Surfer dude on a tank with a gun for his arm and his sidekick there, just, it's one of those album covers I could just stare at for ages. It's simple but effective. Thundersteel by Riot. That was from originally 1988, 2018 reissue. Now this one, I absolutely love that. That is just the concept behind it. Sharks in the grass. This is Gamma and the album Gamma 2. Not too much to say about it. Decent hard rock. Roddy Montrose band. Probably the only Gamma album I actually like. But again, superb album art, and I just love the concept with the sharks. One of my favourite albums, there's a lot from 1980 here actually, isn't it? This is 1980 as well. Tigers of Pangtang, Wildcat. It's a tiger. Come on, it's what's not to like. Killer. Wildcat. Number 2. This is a lot more modern, but look at that. That is just amazing. So the band here is either called OFO AM or OFO AM or OVO AM. I don't know. They are French, and this is The Beast Within, a journey in the life of Octoman. I'm presuming he's Octoman. This band is a instrumental stoner band. It's really great stuff, but the album artwork alone is worth the admission. So that's number 2, OFO AM, The Beast Within. So that leaves my number 1 remaining. Can you guess what it is? I've mentioned it on a few people's videos in comments recently, but this is an album I knew of in the 80s. I remember seeing the advert for this in Metal Hammer and Kerrang, and but I never actually heard it or knew anything of the band really until I actually picked up the album. I picked up the album just because of the cover. It's Rage Perfect Man. I can't even tell you why this strikes me the way it does. I guess that's what art is, isn't it? It's it grabs us all in different ways, and this one kind of grabs me by the jugular. I like the fact that it's futuristic, but also kind of banged up and rusty. It's kind of old futuristic. It's like it was futuristic, but it's not futuristic anymore because the future's gone way beyond it. And it's a killer album as well. What year did this come out? I think it came out around 88, 89. It was recorded in 88. And the front cover painting was by, is it Whacking Lutke? Again, no one butchers names like you get here. So there we go. Cheap and cheerful video. My top 10 favourite album art that isn't Iron Maiden. As I say, I might do an Iron Maiden one, and I might also do. There are some album covers that are so bad they're good, and I love them because they're bad, and I may do one of those as well next time around. So thanks for watching. Let me know what your favourite albums are from this lot, or whether there are a few you think I should probably check out. I've obviously only shown ones that are in my collection. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.